Hello everyone. Vlog 5. Title: Psychopaths. Yesterday was such a great day. Everything went perfect. The deliveries were rocking. Everybody was so friendly. I was just having the time of my life. That was a high. Tuesday, today, low. Every new high brings a brand new low. Prepare for it. I did not prepare for it. My bad. Well, so I've been thinking about what I did wrong today, so that I will not do them again. I want to do right. I want good outcomes. So we got to play the odds. We got to play probabilities here. I'm going to tell you what happened in a minute. Let's just think about probabilities. What's the probability of this actually happening today? Probably pretty low. But it happened. What happened, do you ask? Well, I was sitting in one of my usual spots that I like to sit in because it's quiet. It happened to be behind a series of shops. So it's where the trucks pull in. So not a lot of cars are back there except a few that are parked at Starbucks. So I like to sit back there because it's quiet. There's an occasional car goes by, that's it. So I intentionally park, okay, because I have driven 18-wheelers before. I intentionally park so that any 18-wheeler can maneuver and have room to park. I was not in the way. I know, I've driven a truck before. Okay? So before anybody says that, no. There was room. So this truck comes by. He goes by very slow. And behind this alley, there's probably 50 feet between the curb and the building. There's a lot of room. This guy, he is literally like, his trailer is like 2 feet from my mirror. And I'm like, that's a little close, ain't it, buddy? Is my mirror about to leave? And then I gave him a little out. I was like, well, truck drivers, if he's really experienced and stuff, they maneuver in really tight spots. So maybe 2 feet to me is like 7 feet to him. So I was like, okay, whatever. So he goes by real slow, all creeping. And then he turns around at the end of the alley, makes a circle, comes back. And mind you, he's got plenty of room back there to park. There's probably 150 feet behind me. He pulls up 2 to 3 feet from my bumper. So I start filming him. I don't think you like that very much. That was probably my first mistake. Don't film an aggressive individual. Just leave. That's what I should have done. Leave. But I realized at that point that the first pass by was an aggression. Okay. Once I realized that, I should have been out of there, but I didn't. I filmed. So I pulled up and turned around and filmed him again. I went by him. Somehow he leaves and comes back. When he leaves, I get back in my spot. He goes by me again, turns around. So I didn't know if he was about to like run over me or... So I move, circle around, and that's when I'm about to leave. As I'm filming, he shoots me the bird. Then he jumps out of his truck. Yeah. I'd already put the phone down, so I didn't get this part. He jumps out of the truck, runs at the car, full on speed too, like a freaking Jaguar. I didn't know if he had a weapon, you know, tucked behind his pants. What? I mean, he could have jumped out and started shooting. I mean, thank God he didn't. I mean, I could have been dead right now. I mean, a lot worse has happened recently. So he starts acting like he's gonna tackle the front of the car, and all I could remember is like videos from like people in Mexico on dirt roads and how people are like about to surround the vehicle with like machetes and stuff, and at that point, just survival kicked in, I guess. I was just like, okay, forward. Luckily, no one was hurt. But at that point, I should have threw it in reverse. Because, I mean, granted, I didn't know what he was going to do. He went from like 0 to 60 on the aggression level over what? Me filming him shooting me the bird? I mean, I didn't do anything to him worthy of him jumping out and tackling the hood of my car, which it looked like he was about to do. It looked like he was about to come straight through the windshield. But since I went forward, he second-guessed himself and tried to go for the mirror, but then I was moving too fast, so he couldn't get the mirror, so he slapped the window really hard. Like he tried to break the glass. Yes. I don't want to do that again. And I really had time to think about it too. I took about 2 or 3 hours to think about it. I tried to put myself in his position because I have driven a truck before, and he was an older guy. He was really good shape. He was fast. He was in better shape than me. He's probably in his 60s. This guy was built. He looked like some kind of ex-Navy SEAL or something. And the whole time he's like, I'll tear your head off! I'll tear your head off! You want some of me? And I'm like, dude, I don't even know you. He could have been on drugs. I mean, honestly. He could have been on PCP. He could have been on steroids. Mixed with something else. I have no idea. Now, I know it's getting tough for truck drivers out there, but gee whiz. I am thankful no one was hurt. I'm thankful he didn't get hurt. I mean, we all lose our minds from time to time. I mean, he could have... Who knows what he's going through. I don't wish any negativity on the guy. you know. I just wanted to be in my spot and be left alone. But that wasn't going to happen because he wanted my spot. And he was going to push me out of it. And he did. So, for next time, when someone is microaggressive, and I've seen microaggressive car drivers, a lot of them, I'm just going to slowly just move on out of the way. You do you, I'll do me somewhere else. And that's just going to have to be the way it is. I'm going to have to be in a constant state of relocation. What did I say in my last video? Do not engage. I should have listened to myself. I engaged slightly. And that was a big mistake. Do not engage. Relocate, relocate, relocate. Glad I didn't take my mirror off. That was good. I'm glad I didn't break his legs. That was good. I mean, I'm not going to show the video of... I did get some video of him shooting me the bird, but I'm not going to show that. I don't want the trucking company being shown. I don't want anybody stirring up any junk. There's enough drama already. We don't need any more. So I'm just going to let it go and learn. I'm not an angry guy, folks. I'm really not. I mean, I have times of like a little anger where I might like cuss to myself, be like, dude, you know. Or, you know, have little conversations where the F word gets used. But that's about it. I kind of just let it go after that. I don't like being in a state of anger. Or fear. Gee whiz. I like peace. I like calm. That's where I find my sanity. And quiet, away from the drama, away from the anger, away from the aggressiveness of people. Leave a comment if you've experienced aggressive people. Leave a comment if you've experienced psychopaths. Now, when I say psychopaths, I mean they are in psychosis. They are in a hypnotized state. They are hypnotized by their emotions. It's what I believe it is. It's buildup of resentments, unresolved resentments that increases the emotional state and puts you in a trance in which you can't get out of. That was where he was. I believe probably his whole day he was just in an emotional state, and I was the straw that broke the camel's back. By golly, there's another four-wheeler in the way. By golly, that's where I usually park when I come here. That's what it was, I think. I mean, I did think about calling the company, but I was like, I don't even want to get this guy fired, even though he's probably going to kill somebody eventually. No one's going to listen to me. Nobody cares. Oh, what did he do? Hit your window? What did he do? Charge out of the car or the truck like a bull? It wasn't exactly what he did. It was not knowing what he was going to do. his level of aggression. And somebody that fired up, they are going to get fired up again. It's just a matter of time for this guy blows. He's gonna kill somebody out there. And guess what? When he does, folks, when he does kill somebody out there, guess what his eyes are gonna look like? He's gonna look just like that. Even if he's not a mass shooter, that's what his eyes are going to look like. Bulging out of his head. Psychosis. My goal is to not become in a state of psychosis. Avoid psychosis. With reflection and time in quiet. So that's that. Whew. I will show y'all the paw print of the truck driver beast here in a minute at the end of the video, but I don't know. I tried to do deliveries after that happened. I took 2 deliveries and I was just like, I'm in an emotional state right now. I am in an emotional state and I cannot be driving. I have got to go eat, which I did. I ate the buffet again. So I went and ate, and then I went over here where I plan to sit at least 2 hours until I am completely calm by these beautiful trees and these beautiful mosquitoes. Whew. Relocate, relocate, relocate. Learn from me, folks. Do not engage. Do not engage the psychopaths. They're everywhere. They sure are. Anybody who's been through public school knows of the psychopaths. Anybody who's been to private school knows about the psychopaths. They're in both. There's more psychopaths in private school than there are in public school. Yeah, because they got kicked out of public school. And instead of the parents realizing, hey, this kid's a psychopath, they get treated like some kind of little special kid. And the parent pays for them to go to another one. Instead of just pull them out of school and say, hey, get your GED, you little freak. Yeah, get your GED. Yeah. Kind of boring out here right now, and that's good. That is good. I've had enough adrenaline for one day. Just enough of it. Just the other day when I was here, this is one of the most quietest, peacefulest places. You know, the what's it called? The duck, not duck. bird observatory. It's very peaceful because it's filled with mosquitoes and nobody really wants to be here. And spiders. But I was parked here the other day, just like I am now. And a car comes flying in here. Music blasting. It wasn't rap music. No, not this time. It was techno music. Yeah, techno music. And there's about 6, 7 different parking spots. Guess where the techno wizard parked? Yeah, right next to me. Microaggression. It's microaggression right there. It's a Challenger. It's a Challenger. Yeah, Challenger. So he pulls up. And he's got the dog and 2 kids. They open the door and the music's still blaring. The dad or I guess it was their dad, I don't know. He jumps out. His head's bobbing with the music, you know, he's like, has to keep the beat. I was like, dang, this guy's intense. And he stares at me like, are you gonna do anything? I dare you. I dare you to get out of your car. Microaggression number 2. And then the kids jump out. And then he yells at the kids. He's like, get the leash! Gee. 3. Get the leash! I look at the kid like, is he even fazed by this? No. The kid's over doing this to the music. I'm like, you must be used to this. Getting absolute tongue lashed by this guy. I'm just like, I bet there's a lot of joy in that household. Gee whiz. He's probably the kind of dad is like, don't be a sissy. You gotta be more aggressive. Show your microaggressions. Show them every time you get a chance, boy. No weakness. Well, when you raise kids like that, they become psychopaths. They become truckers that jump out at you at full speed, like they're going to tackle your hood. That's what they become. They become the victim on TV. They get shot by the police because they tell the police what they are or ain't going to do. People, learn. When dealing with the police, just let them arrest you. I mean, the courtroom is not on the sidewalk, okay? Keep your calm, let them throw you to the concrete, scuff you up, tase you, and sue later. Hopefully you get footage. There's a leaning tree right in front of me. I'm going to show it to you guys here in a minute. It's a leaning tree, dead one. And I am just curious how many days it's going to take for this thing to fall. It looks like it could fall right now. Here, I'm gonna show that to you guys real quick, and then I'm gonna continue my vlog. Check out that tree. That tree right there. See it? That dead one? Now, he's gonna fall. There's a probability that he might hit that fence. Now, the other trees might catch him, but there's a good chance that that fence is gonna get damaged. What do y'all think? Alright, today is the 26th. How many days will it take for that tree to fall? If you guess the right amount of days, you get a free t-shirt. That's right. If you guess the right amount of days for that tree to fall, today is July 26th, you will get a free t-shirt. Okay, that's the contest. That is the handprint of a psychopath right there. That's it, folks. It's not me. That's the psychopath. Another view of the handprint. Yes, it's not mine. I like his strut. He's got a little strut to him. Strut your stuff, big guy. Almost walks like a cat. He's got a little swagger. He'll find something to eat. A while ago, he jumped when he saw a shadow. It's funny. Hi, I'm back to continue vlog 5 after doing a few deliveries tonight. I was blessed with a $16 tip. There are good people out there. Oh, today was a tough day. No doubt. This year has been one hell of a ride. No doubt. Probably the worst year of my life. Lots of things I could talk about right now. But when you go through changes like I've been going through with a divorce after 20 years, going from home to car life, sending your youngest son off to the military. It's a lot of changes in 1 year. And sometimes I wonder what the hell I'm doing. I really do wonder that sometimes. Like, what in the hell am I doing? It's these tough days that will make me think that. But I mean, it could always be worse. Let's just put it that way. It could always be worse. I could be dying of cancer right now. A lot of people are. I'm sure they would rather be in my position. I could be getting hacked to death by the cartel right now. You say, hey, that's kind of extreme. But I've seen the videos. Yeah. I've actually seen the videos online. They're out there. People actually getting hacked to death while they're alive by cartel members. And we have an open border. Unbelievable. These people are absolutely heartless. You're going to kill somebody, just go ahead and shoot them in the head. You're going to sit there and cut off their limbs and beat them to death with it? I mean, what the hell? This is a crazy world. I mean, the way I see it, this world, we're in a world. I mean, if you read your Bible at all, it kind of gives you an idea that we are in a grace period. Time is a pause on eternity. That's the way I see it. Time is an interruption for every living human. It's an interruption between now, the time that we're in, and your eternal resting place. That's grace. You have to choose who your master is going to be here on this planet. That's what this is about. There's a lot of bad here, there's a lot of good here. And we're floating in space on an orb in the middle of nowhere. I should look up how many species there are on this planet. How many species of life. And how many species of bacteria. How many viruses are there? Even though viruses are not technically alive. Got all this stuff going on. And you got people that will tell you in a school, they have the gall to tell you it was by accident. I just don't see how you can believe that. How can you believe that everything was created by accident, including yourself? I've never seen anything that had a design and a purpose come into being on its own. Ever. And you never will. So if you want fairy tales, then keep believing that it was by accident. That's your fairy tale. And get ready for your eternal resting place. Hopefully it won't be gnashing of teeth. For some it will. I just pray to God He gives me a chance. Anyway, those are my thoughts. May not be delivered to you as eloquently as Tom Cruise on the big screen, but Tom Cruise is going to sell you a fairy tale and a lie. He's not gonna ever show you his true thoughts. See if Tom Cruise has the balls to come out and share his true thoughts. Why don't he tell you about his religion? He won't. Not that I have anything against Tom Cruise. He's just part of this world. Here today, gone tomorrow. One day, people won't even know who Tom Cruise is. Just like we don't know who most of the stars of the 30s and 40s were. But when you go through what I was going to say before, when you go through an emotional devastation, whether it's divorce, losing a child, which I haven't done that, thank God. Something of that magnitude, things that people say to you can get magnified in your head. Yeah. So, even though they mean well, most of the time, I mean, doubts have been placed in my head what the hell I'm doing. And when I get that way, I just got to rely on my faith. Something good will come out of it. Perhaps God has a reason for it. But I can tell you this. When I was sitting in my house staring at four walls, watching TV every day, absolutely depressed, nobody had a word to say, where were they then? See, I come out here, and I hope nobody takes this the wrong way, but I don't want to just go to work, pay my rent, and tread water. If I'm going to work, I'm going to save some money up. I mean, makes sense, right? I may have to deal with psycho truckers, but I don't have to deal with psycho landlords. That's right. And I don't have to deal with mold, mildew, and a rent that goes up every year. Nothing wrong with an apartment. It's probably a good idea for a lot of people. I lived in an apartment for 8 years. More than that, I think. 10 or 12 years, I think. And it was fine. It's just, as long as you live there, they never fix anything. They never want to fix anything. Unless you live in a really nice one. And a nice one around here, I want to live, is about $700 a month for a 1-bedroom. That's on the lower end. But the best one, the high end is $1,600. The low is about $700. And probably your mid is $1,000 a month. I don't do DoorDash for the fun of it. I do DoorDash for that extra bank. Basically, DoorDash pays for my food and my gas. And a little bit of other stuff. But I don't worry about bills. I used to worry about bills every day of my life. Yeah. I worried about where the mortgage payment's going to come from. I hope to God there wasn't no home repairs. Couldn't afford to cut the grass so it growed up high. Rats running around everywhere in the yard. Trying to get in the house. Did get in the house. Broken down cars I couldn't fix. Because I'm paying the mortgage. How many people do you think right now can barely make it? How many people do you think right now are going to be where I'm at pretty soon? I got it pretty good. I eat out every day. I work every day. I don't have many viewers, but I get trolled about once a week. I only got one troll right now. God bless him. He said he lived out of his car for a year. I mean, and he said he had some problems. I don't know what his problems were. I don't do drugs and I don't drink, okay? Never will. Got no use for it. Don't smoke. Never will. I have. For about 2 months I smoked. Never again. Dodge that bullet. What was I even saying? I don't know. Something about... Damn it. Oh, bills. Being stressed out. I mean, we had the trucker incident today, and I mean, that wasn't necessarily because I'm sleeping in the car. It was because I was doing a delivery job. I was parked doing deliveries. This happened in broad daylight. At nighttime, I hardly see anybody around. There's nobody around here at night. Hardly anywhere. Everything closes at 9. more likely to get attacked during the daytime than you are at night. Broad daylight. You're more likely to get a victim of theft during the day. Heck, you're probably more likely to get shot during the day. Who knows? We're all gonna die, folks. Every last one of us gonna die. You're gonna. And what am I supposed to do? Hunker down and just watch TV every day? I want to save up some money and figure out what the heck I want to do. I want to be able to pay my way out of this job I've been in for the last 18 years. I might have to go back to school. So many thoughts running through my head. So many thoughts. Nobody's going to watch this video. I don't even think I can watch this video. This is a horrible video. But this is my life. This is what's going on. Why am I putting it out there? I don't know. I'll probably just get trolled for it. How dare you think that? How dare you have an original thought? Here, do this. Here, do that. You should do what I'm doing. Okay, well, I'm not. I'm just going to do me. This is not directed at any particular person, I promise. I know it probably sounds like it is. Friends and family, you're exempt. I give you an exemption. Hope you hear that part of the video and haven't cut it off already. See that, troll? I have a friend. You thought I didn't have a friend. I want to F-bomb you right now, but I'm not. Maybe later. My troll says, I need a girlfriend, and I need an apartment, and I need a steady job, and I need neighbors, and I need coworkers. I mean, that's not bad advice. That's really not bad advice, really. He's not even that hard of a troll yet. But I've never had a neighbor that didn't give me trouble. Well, I'll take that back. There was that one. Until she got married. And he was kind of a jerk. Every neighbor is just a handful. Neighbors are rarely your friends, folks. Very rarely. But they sure know how to complain. And accuse you of things. We had neighbors. They accused us 2 times of stealing their dogs. 2 times. I'm sitting here paycheck to paycheck. Barely making it. And they got the gall to ask me if I stole their dogs. Do I want another mouth to feed? Tell me. I'm sitting here in my grass. I can't even afford to cut it. And you're thinking I'm taking your dog. I don't want your dog. Here, take my dog. And they'll sit there and come over there and cut half the yard so it looks all ugly. Not even knowing where the property line is because they rent. Leave my yard alone. Let it grow up. Let it become a damn forest. Well, it's not my yard anymore. Everything familiar gone. So here I sit, limbo land, holding down my jobs, getting paid, stacking up cash the best I can, and not knowing if I'm going to continue to live here in this area. I have no idea. I have no idea if I'm going to be in this area. My son's still here. My ex-wife is still here. Will we get back together? I don't know. I have no clue. I will always love her. People probably can't understand that. How can you love your ex? If you're with somebody for 20 years, you're going to love that person forever. And if not, then you probably never loved them anyway. So. I mean, that's marriage, right? If you want to talk about marriage for a minute, marriage is, I mean, that's a whole different video, but just briefly, I mean, it's not really what people think it is. Marriage is figuring out who's going to do the dishes every week. Marriage is figuring out who's going to do the laundry. Who's going to fill the pet water up? Who's going to take the kid to the doctor? Who's going to clean up the kid vomit? Who's going to clean the toilet? Who's going to cook dinner? Who's going to balance the checkbook? Who's going to make the money? Who's going to manage that money? Who's going to be in charge? Both of you? Good luck. I have never seen a country ran by two dictators. Doesn't last very long if they do. One kills the other one. And I've gotten in trouble for that too. I've made a comment. Oh, I got so much trouble for this. I've gotten in trouble for a lot of stuff I've said. I said one day, I said, I can see why someone would kill their family. And I didn't mean it like I was going to kill my family. But it's the stress of it all. It's the day-to-day stress. And if you're not pulling together as a team and one person has it all on them, they can break a person. They can break a person. And I mean, you throw drugs in there, you throw alcohol in there, so much more stuff you can throw in there than just basic stress of life. Isn't that enough? But I mean, there's so much more you can throw in the mix. Yeah, I could see how that statistically could happen. And it does. Every day. But I mean, if you want to see that, just go watch your crime shows. I mean, you'll see that everywhere. Let's Probably why I was thinking along those lines anyway, because I was just watching a lot of those cold case type dealios. I don't want to hurt anybody. I wish everybody great health, great wealth, and great understanding. I don't like seeing people get hurt. I don't like hurting other people. Just for the record. $29 on the second half. That's probably a good cutoff, folks. Probably a good cutoff. It is 9:30. Probably time to get ready for bed. All right, then. Bye-bye.